You ever heard of the term, the fortune is in the follow-up? So what does that really mean? What does that mean for you? And think about when you've been in a position where somebody has continually followed up you. Think about the times that you've continually said no. Think about the times that you've actually said yes and what felt really good. So the most important thing is when we are following up people is we're doing it in a way that feels really good. We don't want to be one of those people who are just continually following up people like, join me, will you join me? Are you ready to join me? It does get a bit annoying. And what we really want to try and do is be able to position it in a way where we're doing what we say we're going to do when we're following up people. So it's about gently keeping a relationship going. Because if you are representing your brand and what it is that you're offering these people or this particular person you might be following up, is how does that represent, and are you a representation of that brand? So every time you have a touch point, it's not necessarily asking them to join you, it's building an ongoing relationship, and you will be a reminder to that person each and every contact that you have with them. But the most important thing is that we have a really good conversation with someone and we do follow through with them, seeing how they felt. You know, how did they feel after you caught up? What did they like most about what you offered them? And it's important to really do that in a short space of time, in particular in the first 24 to 48 hours, and continue to keep a relationship going, keep the contact and the conversation going. But remember that they may not be looking for what you have to offer yet. So the important part is that we keep that relationship going. So if the time comes that they are looking for what it is that you have to offer, that they're there. They remember you've kept in contact and kept a really authentic relationship going with them. Kept a really nice conversation. You haven't been all about business. You haven't been every time just calling them just because you want them to join you. You're calling them because you genuinely care and you enjoy their company, that relationship with them. So keep in mind the first 24 to 48 hours is key. Then the first 5 to 10 follow-ups, the next 5 to 10 connections that you have with that person. Keep the conversation going. And all our job is to find the people who are looking for what we have to offer and make a load of friends on the way there. So there's some good and bad ways to follow up. And I think we've probably all been on the receiving end of that. Well, I know that I have, and it just feels icky when somebody asks me to do something and there's no follow through, there's no follow up. And when I respond, I get nothing back. Or I get no response or no reply back from them. That's even worse. So I think I truly believe the most important piece in following up people is always asking for permission. Is it okay if I touch base with you in the next day or two? Would that be okay? Is it okay if I call you in 2 weeks' time and you might be ready then? They might give you some responses like, I need to talk to my partner, or I need to have a think about. And I think the important piece in that is being able to ask them, is it okay if I call you after you've had a chat with your partner? Or what do you think your partner will say? And then following up from when they've actually spoken to their partner. If it's going away and having a think about it, you can ask them permission. Can I give you any more information that you need to make a decision? Or how about I touch base with you in a week's time? So it's asking permission all the way along. It's the little yeses and giving the person always that you're talking to control of the situation. If they feel in control, they're never going to feel pressured. If you're asking permission along the way, always making it personable, authentic, being you, not being all about business, being genuinely interested in what they're doing in their life. And when they are ready, they will always think of you.